Mining Minister challenges Mamiko to drive Malawi's mining investment and economic growth. Minister of Mining, Honorable Tokutembo, MP, has challenged the Malawi Mining Investment Company to take a leading role in driving investment and economic growth in Malawi's mining sector. Honorable Tembo made the remarks on Tuesday during an interaction with Mamiko management and the staff, where he emphasized the need for the company to position itself as a key driver of economic transformation and investment. We cannot continue to depend on foreigners for investment. Malawi will have to develop by Malawians, just like America was developed by Americans. Indeed, it's true that if we want to develop, we must take the leading role. We must drive our economy. We must build our economy. Malawians themselves can develop this country. Nobody else can develop Malawi. That's why we haven't seen much more development in this country through aid and the other financial assistance that we've been receiving in this country. Because it's a money that is just donated. We don't take it seriously. We may think like we're going to get another aid even if we embezzle it. You see, that's the problem. So as a country, we need to understand that if we want to come out of poverty, if our nation is to develop, Malawians themselves should understand the responsibility they have to develop this economy. Because it is very difficult for any country to develop if the citizens of the country are not participating. If you leave the economy in the hands of foreigners thinking that they're going to develop your country, forget about it. You need to understand that you are the one who are going to develop your economy, your country. Malawians have got the responsibility to turn around this country economically. Let's build this nation. So the minister, Honorable Tembo, you are right that if we are to develop, mining is the only sector of the economy which is promising to build this economy to become the prosperous economy through it, through mining. Because we have tried agriculture, it hasn't helped. We're not developed. We've been doing agriculture in this country since independence. We haven't seen any positive change in this country economically. So it means that we need to shift the focus from agriculture to mining. Because what the way we have been doing farming in this country, we have been doing just what we call subsistence farming. Actually, we've been doing farming in order for us to eat, in order for cash. We haven't been focusing on commercial farming in this country. We've been doing farming just for food. And we haven't developed because of that. Tobacco hasn't helped Malawi to develop because the prices that people have been, actually the Malawians who have been doing tobacco farming haven't been paid enough in this country to develop. So it's like we've been just producing raw materials and exporting them. We haven't developed through tobacco farming, and today tobacco farming is no longer promising as a sector that can help to grow the economy in this country. So let's shift to mining. The good news is that we are discovering more minerals in this country. The minerals that we thought like we don't have, we are now discovering them. There are more minerals in this country, and the minerals are supplies like really. This country is blessed like this, that we have all these minerals. So the problem is, are we taking advantage of our minerals to develop? So the minister is telling the Mamiko mining investment company, like Malawi Mining Investment Company, telling them we can develop by mining. So you should take the driving role to ensure the development that we need in this country to grow our economy. Malawians must come out of poverty through mining. It is possible. Some people will be thinking like, no, in our country, there is no way we can develop through mining because our country is not ready to study processing the minerals. I'm like, no, we are ready. Almost many countries in Africa have now decided to start processing raw materials locally. So we should be doing the same. The way we're doing, like many countries in Africa haven't developed because we have been just extracting raw materials without processing them. That's why we haven't developed. Countries like Congo it hasn't benefited from the vast, massive minerals they have. So Malawi, we should look at how Congo has failed to develop and learn from their mistakes so that we should do wisely how we can extract our minerals so that we should benefit as Malawians through economic prosperity that we need this country. Mining does not mean just mine and sell the raw materials. We need to process it to add value to our raw materials. And the president currently is talking about the same. So Malawi, if it is to develop, we should do the great work as Malawians to set the pace of development, actually to set the standards, like how we want to develop. We're going to develop as a country. We just need to understand that we are blessed with a lot of raw materials. And as we're doing mining in order Malawians to benefit from the process from of the minerals that we have. And we should no longer be selling our minerals at a giveaway price because our minerals are precious and we have got a lot of minerals in this country. So let us develop through the minerals that we have. Economy of Malawi can develop. Malawi can change. We should know that if we don't develop now, we can no longer develop tomorrow. So let's begin to work together. There are some people in this country, they don't want to help to build this economy. They are thinking like maybe it's for them to become too rich. So they're doing everything to make sure that they benefit like from the minerals that we have only for themselves without actually looking for the inclusive wealth. Like we should all develop together. So let's make sure that we understand that if would like to develop, we need to work together. And Malawians should take the responsibility of developing this nation. We will develop. There are going to be challenges, of course, but because we have decided to develop, nothing can stop that decision. Let's build our nation. Minerals are everywhere in this country. We're talking about the minerals, gold, the diamond, everything you mentioned it. So when we are getting poor while we have all these minerals, I'm like, are we really serious as a nation that we should be crying because we are suffering economically, yet we have minerals which are going to change us? So who is behind the suffering? There's a need for us to cooperate, to work together to build this nation, to end our poverty. It is possible. The minister is doing everything to encourage everybody else. And let's all to work together to build our nation. uh, Poverty that we have in Malawi, it's the choice. Sometimes you may be thinking like, no, this poverty, it's too difficult. We can't solve this thing. No, it's the choice actually. Because as a country, if you look at the money that we have wasted in this country, it's a lot of money actually would have developed already, but we did not take it. The responsibility as Malawians to develop. Actually, we've been thinking like if we to develop, maybe America will develop for us, will develop a country for us. Donors are going to develop a country for us. They don't. They may be thinking like this country wants to change. They'll be supporting us with financial assistance. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be enough to help turn around our economy, to build this nation, to become a better nation. We need to take a leading role, responsibility as Malawians to say we are going to develop our nation by ourselves. We're going to use our raw materials. We're going to use our minerals. And we are going to add value to our raw materials so that we should build this nation, we should end the poverty. It's very sad that as a nation we are really poor economically. Things are not okay. Malawians are crying every day. There are no jobs. We are like, come on, is this going to be for us forever? We having our cities which are not good at all. Our roads infrastructure development is not good at all. We have everything is substandard. We need to change this. Actually, if we really would like to develop as a nation, we need to change the way we've been doing our things. Development does not mean just being there and seeing things like getting worse and without taking an action to resolve. Like if you look at the standard development that we're doing in our country and we just like feel like that's good without changing, no, we need to say this is enough now. We don't want it to be substandard anymore. Whatever we are doing, wherever we construct new roads, wherever we are building infrastructure in this country, we are going to use the high standard of development. and the Malawi is